Very good morning to all of you. This is Professor Arvind Mania from Shantilal Shah Engineering College, Department of Information and Technology. In previous session, we have just discussed basic terminologies and introduction about genetic algorithm. In today's sessions, we are going to just understand the basic terms that are used with genetic algorithms in detail. So let's not wasting a time and we are just going to start our session. So in today's session, we will cover basic terminologies that are normally used with genetic algorithms. Now, this section introduces the basic terminology requires to understand GS. Okay, when you are just going to study related to genetic algorithms, so you have to just define and you have to just remember the terminologies which are normally used when you are just talking about genetic algorithm. So let's see which are the basic terminologies in genetic algorithms. So the following are the list of terminologies. The first one is population, the second one is genes, third one is chromosomes, fourth one is LLA, the fifth one is genotype, sixth one is phenotype, and the decoding and encoding. Okay, so let's just see each terminology one by one. So the first one is population. So it is a subset of all the possible or encoded solutions to the given problem. So whenever we are just facing any problem, so it is not possible that only one solution is there for the given problem. It may require that there are so many solutions are available for the same problem. Say for example, if you have given some kind of data set and set of values, say for example, so you have to ask to sort that values in ascending or descending order. So it may be possible that there are different methods in which you are going to just sort that values. Okay, so every problem has many solutions. Okay, the methods are different. So populations is, it is a subset of all the possible solutions to the given problem. The population for a GA is analogous to the population for human beings, except that instead of human beings, we have candidate solutions representing human beings. Okay. The next one is chromosomes. So a chromosome is one such solutions to the given problem. Okay. So whenever you have a subset or you have a set that all are representing the solution of a given problem. So from that set of solutions, you are just selecting one solutions for your problem. So that solution that you are going to choose from the population is known as chromosome. Now gene. A gene is one element position of a chromosome. Okay. So the first solutions you have select from a population, and for that solution you are just representing one element at some respective position in a solution. That element is known as gene. LLA. Now it is the value a gene takes for a particular chromosome. Let's see what are the representation. Say for example, these are the tables in which each and every row is representing some kind of solutions for a given problem. And I have just highlight one solution from the possible solution. So these all are a set of solutions. So it is known as population. When we are selecting any one particular solution from a given set of solution, that solution can be represented like this, and this representation is known as chromosome. When we are just focusing on chromosome, you are just seeing that there are different elements in a solution. So when you are just taking one element from chromosome, so that element is known as gene. So now focusing on gene, you have just selected one element. So that element has some value. So that value is known as allele. Okay, so this is the chart where you can easily understand what is the meaning of each and every term. Now the next one is genotype. Genotype is the population in the computation space. In the computation space, the solutions are represented in a way which can be easily understood and manipulated using a computing system. Now, genotype is specifically just representing the space of computation. Okay. Now, the phenotype. Now, phenotype is the population in the actual real world solution space in which solutions are represented in a way they are represented in real world situation. The next one is decoding and encoding. So decoding is a process of transforming a solution from the genotype to phenotype, and encoding is a process of transforming from a phenotype to genotype. Okay, let's see each and every term. Now, say for example, this is a phenotype space and which representing actual solution space. Now, just imagine that the another space is given as genotype space, which is just representing computation space. So whenever you are just transforming phenotype space to genotype space, it is known as encoding. And whenever you are just transforming genotype space to phenotype space, it is known as decoding. Okay. So the phenotype space consists of solutions which just contain the item numbers of the item to be picked. Okay. So whenever you are just facing any problem, you just don't need to take each and every value. You have to just selecting some data set. Okay. So you are just picking up some numbers from the set of items. However, in the genotype space, it can be represented as a binary string of length n, where n is the number of items. A 0 at position x represent that xth item is picked, while a 1 represent the reverse. This is a case where genotype and phenotype spaces are different. Okay, so this is something about terminologies that are so many times used whenever you are just describing a genetic algorithm. Okay, so you have to understand each and every terminology. Okay, so these all are the terminologies, and thank you for watching this video. And if you are like and see this video and you just understand the concept, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.